Like you put Mike White.
Boom.
On the Browns.
On the Browns.
They scored 35 points yesterday.
Yeah. Mike White might throw for 700 yards in a game. Mike White, by the way, University of South Florida, then Western Kentucky, then drafted to the Cowboys in 2018, now back up for the Jets, supposed to be a mentor probably for Zach Wilson. And instead, everybody's like, hey, Zach, all right, dude, number 2 overall pick, sweet, congrats. We wouldn't change anything we did. Jets fans are, Jets fans forgot Zach Wilson's name yesterday for a large portion of the day into the night. The New York Post sports section, White Lightning, backup strikes, big lead to Jets to absolute stunner. Then across the bottom, Salah opens door to QB battle. It's like, oh my God. So like, I think all Jets fans are feeling this way. I have a couple Jets friends.
Okay.
And it was crazy. Just because Zach Wilson has not built up enough, like, happy times for Jets fans, for somebody else to come in and give them an amazing day.
Yeah.
But amazing day. We beat Joe Burrow in the bank. This is a very good football
Division
team.
leader.
This is a conference leader, I think, at one point.
Yeah,
This is a massive game. And this guy that we all had no idea existed, those stats I just rattled out about old Magic Mike, White Lightning, okay, just very quickly. I obviously looked those up on Wikipedia this morning because who the fuck is this guy that Earl Grade our Super Boost?
Yeah, big time.
Come on.
There is no way the Bengals were supposed to be the team that fucked up the Super Boost. Maybe the Chiefs would have got us on Monday night. It was a bad Super Boost, by the way, to be clear.
What?
Why to have a Monday night game in the Super Boost? That is the most amateur thing of all time.
I saw that. I was like, all right, we're going to Monday.
Yeah, that was an amateur move by me. That was 100% an amateur move. That is on me. I will take this one. I will eat this one. But after I woke up and saw it, I was like, we're going to have to wait till Monday. But this one looks pretty fucking good. I actually like what we're doing here. Never could have expected Mike White and Bob Saleh to be the ones that ruined this entire thing. They did. And the Jets fans are ready to move on because Bob Saleh looked like he had a soul, by the way.
Yeah.
For the first, hey, here we go, Bob Saleh saying, we got to fuck. How many yards have we thrown for? 390. 390 yards, holy shit. Then 405 yards, holy fuck. This is unbelievable. LaFleur gets to go up in the booth, by the way, because Zach Wilson wanted him on the sideline. That was his choice. That information got made public to bury Zach Wilson. By the way, the fact that information came out was Zach Wilson liked him on the sideline because he liked to talk to him, although LaFleur did want to be up in the booth from the beginning. And Magic Mike White Lightning said, no, go up in the booth, dude. I don't give a fuck. Do what you got to do. So he goes up there, 405 yards. They have success. The offense looks better than ever. Mike White's making throws all over the place. I mean, he's dealing out there, which leads you to the question of if Mike White was on the Cleveland Browns, who have a great offensive line, a lot of weapons, is he able to absolutely dominate? And it's not just Mike White. Mike White is the name of the day and maybe the name of the future for the New York Jets. That's going to get interesting if you listen to anything New York Post Sports put in their headline. But what quarterbacks do you drop in there? Bart Scott asked this question, I think, last week on ESPN. He was a go through starters. It wasn't until you get to about 18 or 19, he said, that you think to yourself, oh, I'd rather take Baker over that particular quarterback for that team. And it's like, I wonder, Andrew Berry seeing that, the Dog Pound seeing that. The team's just not winning games how they're supposed to win games. The injury affects Baker Mayfield immensely, but it is tough times in the business if you're Baker. This is not the right year to have this type of injury.
Is that 18th or 19th quarterback Carson Wentz because of what he's done this season, or where does he fall
I didn't even know
line?
you wanted to move on.
If that performance yesterday had been put on by Zach Wilson, there would have been no living with me. That would be it. It would be impossible. It would be over. I don't know that I would have made it in to do the show this morning. The problem is that performance yesterday came from a guy that, if everything goes right, would never play again as long as he lives. The future of the team remains Zach Wilson. Now, he's not going to be healthy. As you guys obviously well know, the Jets turn around and play Thursday night at Indianapolis. So Zach is not going to be back for that. We'll see what winds up happening with Mike White in that game. But when your backup quarterback ridiculously outplays the guy who is not only your starter, but you have drafted specifically to be the future of your franchise, it leaves the fan with a little bit of mixed emotion. Like, obviously, I'm thrilled they won. I'm thrilled how well he played. But what exactly does this mean in the big picture if Mike White, who was a 5th-round pick 3 years ago and had never set foot on a field in anger before, so grotesquely outplayed the guy who was the future of my franchise?
Greeny, so what do you do? I know you are a giant Jets fan, and for other people that are Jets fans too, you said mixed emotions. Do you want Mike White to come light it up again on Thursday? What is the plan?
Yeah, I do, obviously. If only so I can give McAfee the business if the Jets beat the Colts. The Colts, by the way, are a 10.5-point favorite in that game, even though you have Carson Wentz and we don't. But yes, I do, obviously. And I'll tell you something. Robert Saleh, who's the new coach of the Jets, when he was asked in the press conference yesterday after the game, could you see Mike White continuing to start even after Zach is healthy? The first words out of his mouth were, anything is possible. And then he went on to couch it. I think he realized what he had just said, but he said that. And look, maybe that's the reality. Tom Brady was the 199th pick in the draft once upon a time. If I had told you after he ran out onto the field and played his first game, that guy's going to win 7 Super Bowls and be the greatest quarterback of all time, that would have been pretty unlikely. So could Mike White turn into a great quarterback? Could he wind up being better than Zach Wilson? I don't suppose it's impossible, but clearly the Jets drafted Zach Wilson to be their franchise for the next decade plus. So if Mike White lights it up, I think they have at least a little bit of a problem on their hands.
It's very fascinating because Zach Wilson was chosen over Justin Fields, obviously, and Mac Jones, and it's going to be judged that way until eternity. But you're not the only person in New York that heard him say that, because the New York Post Sports, Saleh opens door to QB battle across the bottom. I think that's how most Jets fans feel, and they're completely okay with it, right? Even though the reality of the NFL is Zach Wilson, 2nd overall pick, he's going to get 7,000 opportunities to get back in there, but the Jets fans might be too loud. Does that ever matter what the Jets...
Yes.
Yeah?
Here's what I said on the radio today, Pat, that quarterback controversies can come from a lot of different places, but the most popular one they come from is from the fans. So the coaches may have an idea of what they're going to do, and the ownership may have an idea of what it's going to do, and the general manager may have an idea of what he wants to do. But I'm telling you right now, if Mike White lights it up Thursday night in Indianapolis...
He won't, by the way. He won't.
Well,
this whole little Magic Mike White Lightning fairy tale ends on Thursday.
All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Right. Okay.
We'll see about that. We'll see if Carson Wentz decides to throw any left-handed jump balls from his own end zone.
Every game, Greeny. It's every game he does something like that.
But not like that. Not like that.